bum bum bum.
Very sharp. You have to get more paint on your brush, okay? Make sense?
The black box is alive. Set pieces dangle from the ceiling. Actors dash around with costume pieces flying. Light and sound cues flash on and off with reckless abandon. It's Tech Week for Westwood Theater's first show of the season, Sense and Sensibility, and everyone, technicians, directors, and performers alike, is moving in high gear. It begins with the scenes. Actors and directors spent over a month fine-tuning their performances, blocking, reblocking, and polishing moments of dialogue and choreography. With a play coming in at almost 2.5 hours, there was no shortage of material to work through. Some actors were part of an ensemble called the Gossips, who worked double duty as run crew and performers.
So we kind of almost carry the story along, we narrate the story, and we just add some flair to it. I've never really been in an ensemble like this. It's very much moving props and communicating with each other, improvising, and I think it's really playful and fun.
But as the actors worked on building their scenes and moments, there was a simultaneous process occurring just a couple doors down. In the tech shop and classroom, technicians constructed set pieces, sourced props, and created cue sheets, a complicated mesh of lights, sounds, and transitions necessary to facilitate the storytelling and make the world of the play come to life.
So mainly the stage manager calls lights and sound as the show goes on. So every time you see a light cue or every time you hear a sound on stage, that's the stage manager's job to tell the sound person to do it and when to do it and how to do it.
But eventually the weeks of preparation come to an end, and it's time for Tech Week.
The days where you will be there the longest and where it will be the worst are the days leading up to the show. Because there's always so much to do, and you never think you have to do it those beginning days. So the beginning days are kind of chill. You're writing down where it needs to be. Oh, I don't need to find that prop for another couple weeks. And then when that couple weeks come, that's always the toughest part. But it's always fun, so.
The days leading up to a show are a whirlwind for the actors as well. In addition to finally combining the performance side with the technical side, actors also transition from wearing street clothes to rehearse in to wearing full period dress, makeup, hair, props, and set pieces.
I would say my favorite part is probably once we get into dress. Because the moment we start getting into dress, it's show week, I feel like then the show really starts locking together in the process and people start moving and functioning as a big unit, and it also means the show better and so you have more downtime to talk to people.
Show week also entails a bevy of customs and traditions that accompany the dress rehearsals and show days of a play. Most sacred among all of these is the show circle. 15 minutes before the show, actors and directors meet backstage to warm up physically, vocally, and mentally to prepare for the big show.
I would say, as a group, the most important pre-show tradition to me is when we all hold hands in a circle, we all just breathe in and out. And I feel like it really unifies the company as one. We're all living and breathing and going through this together. And so having that moment where we breathe in and out on our own and we all unify, it's really powerful before the start of every show.
And soon enough, the time for rehearsals is done. Actors get into their places, technicians dim the house lights, and soon the curtain rises on Sense and Sensibility.
I think it's the perfect mix of comedy and drama, because there's still parts where it's sad and heartfelt, but it always becomes comedic somehow. So.
I think this show definitely has a very unique atmosphere with character interaction and with audiences on both sides. So there's a lot to play with there, and I think it is a very playful play.